Okay, so next video is going to be on problem 6, and I'm recording this right after I've just done the improved method of 5, and the code actually finished running, so anyone interested in that took 3 minutes 10 seconds to run. So yeah, just confirming that was terrible. Anyway, on to 6. So the problem for this one is over here. So what we're going to do, we've got to sum all the numbers. Sum the squares of all the numbers up to 100, and then we've got to sum them and then square them and check what the difference is. So it's actually a really simple problem. So you can see here they've done 1 squared, 2 squared, all the way up to 10 squared, add them all together, got a number. Then they've done 1 plus 2 plus all the way up to 10, then squared that, and got an answer. So yeah, we're going to have two numbers, take them away, and give us the answer. So, pretty simple one. So we're going to have define main, define main. Now we're going to have sum of squares equal to 0, because we don't know what that is yet. And then we're going to have square of sum. It's also going to be equal to 0 because we don't know what that is. Now we're going to have so we're going to say target. We're going to call it target. We're going to keep with what we've been doing in the previous videos. Now our target's 100. Then 100 is what we're going up to. And we're going to say, so for I in range, we'll say 100. So we're going to say target plus 1 because we want to include that. So for I in that range, we're going to say the sum of squares plus equals, so this is going to be all the square numbers added together. So we're going to say I squared, and then we're going to say the square of the sum. Okay, so square of sum, we don't actually want to do it. We want to call one the sum of numbers equal to 0. Now this is going to be the sum of numbers because this can be plus equals I, and then at the end what we do is we square this. So yeah, this will work. So we do that, then at the end we say square of sum plus equals sum of numbers squared, then difference equals, why is difference a keyword? Is that actually, because I've typed it up here. Okay, so difference equals, which one are we expecting to be bigger? So we're expecting the square of the sum to be bigger, so square of sum minus sum of squares, print difference, call main, and there's the problem done in 3 minutes. So what we're doing here is we've got 3 different numbers that we're looking for. We're looking for the sum of squares. This is the sum of all the numbers squared. We're looking for the square of the sum. This is the square of the sum of all the numbers. Then we need to find this sum right here. So sum is the sum of all the numbers. So the target's 100, we're going to loop up to 100, and we're going to say the sum of the squares, just add the number squared to it, really simple. So for 1 we'll just square 1, we'll get 1, so sum of squares will equal to 1. Then we're going to add 4 to it because I is 2 and then 2 squared is 4, so we're going to add 4, so we're going to get 5. So on, this number will just grow and grow and grow. Now sum of numbers is a lot simpler to find, it's just going to add I to it. So what I'm going to do down here, oops, what have I done? That goes there, I think. So I'm going to print sum of squares and sum of numbers. I'm going to change this number to a 10, and we're just going to see if we get the same answer as what they did. although I'm running the wrong code right there. This should be, whoops, this should be 6. There we go. So the answer I found is 2640, and you can see on here 2640. So you can see the start out as 0 0, because obviously our range thing goes from 0 up. So the first one is 0 squared is 0 plus 0 on here, and they stay at 0. So then we're going to add 1 to each of them. Then the next one gets a 4 added to it, whereas this one only gets a 2. Next one gets a 9, that's 3 squared. Next one just gets to 3. So really simple, you can see what's going on here. This number ends up 385, which we see over here, 385. Then we end up with a 55 here, which we're then going to square to get our answer. So you can see here 55, which we then square to get our answer. And then our answer is 3025, which I actually don't print out, but yeah, you can see it works. We get all the right numbers. So if you're ever trying these problems yourself, I'd recommend doing this. I'd recommend running it with the numbers it gives you in the example, just to see you get the same number that they did. And you can see, say like if you'd forgot to add this plus 1 here, you'd end up with a slightly off answer, but you'd probably understand that you were right, and you might figure out on your own that this is why it was wrong. If you'd missed out this plus 1. I remember I used to make that mistake quite a lot when I was doing these problems. I'd like say it asked for the sum of squares up to the first 100 numbers, and I'd only done the first 100. There's a lot of them daft mistakes I made. So yeah, we're gonna run this on 100 now. Take out this print statement. So yeah, you can see it takes these, and then obviously the square of the sum is just the sum of the numbers squared. The difference obviously is just going to be our answer that we print out. It's going to be 1 minus the other. Hopefully you get that. So really simple one. It's going to be a short video. There's the answer right there. 25,164,150. 25,164,150. So yeah, you can see we've got the right answer. It's a really simple one. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully you liked the video. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. That'll be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.